Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. I'm here with, and we're here actually in our workshop. Word is that the Dallas Cowboys and Jason Garrett are meeting today. He's getting a 2-year deal. Read between the lines, buddy.
He's not getting fired.
Well,
They ain't gonna let him get. What they'll do is they'll put him in the office.
Here's where I am literally sick. I'm sitting here, of course, everybody is now on Carson Wentz. How impressed were you by Wentz?
They actually won games. They won 4 games straight. They won 4 games straight with this guy. And we could
with better coaching.
And we could have busted great and beat them when they had practice squad players.
I'm not disputing that, because they played as a team. They played better special teams than we did. They played better on defense.
They played better all the way around that game.
Hopefully Big Red is gone. What's up, Jet D? I'm seeing that Jobu icon on there. Oh, you know what, trolls? Yeah. Remember how you guys acted when you guys thought that you guys were Super Bowl contending team and the best team in football?
Which one?
Eagles.
I mean, they're in the playoffs. That's the right direction.
Well, here's the news right now. Of course, I think this is why I think the Cowboys are meeting with Garrett today, because they want to start the coaching search immediately. Looks like the Redskins are going to be signing Ron Rivera today. You see, the Giants fired Pat Schumer, so that might be to help Jason Garrett be able to get out of Dodge today for that opening. And Matt Rule, the Browns apparently want to talk to them. So right now, everybody is like firing and hiring. And see, the Dallas Cowboys always do the stupid stuff. Think about Dez Bryant. You remember when Dez Bryant, how long it took before they finally cut Dez Bryant? They screwed Dez Bryant. Let's be honest.
No, the other one too, DeMarcus Ware.
Well, he didn't have a problem getting a job, but Dez Bryant, they waited even longer because
they know how waste of money we paid to Ware.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is at least DeMarcus Ware, they kind of went at the end of the season. Okay, we're going to let you go.
The sad thing is, it's like all the other Dallas Cowboys players go somewhere else and win the Super Bowl.
Well, but see, it's bad. It's a terrible thing, right? Well, he could have signed with the Ravens. That's true.
That's on him.
But here's the thing, though: the sooner you get out there, the sooner before everybody starts signing people that you have a chance to get a job.
Yeah, he couldn't have played.
Well, Matt Rule is Cleveland's planning on talking to him. So now you're looking at saying, you might be getting the leavings, the toaster leavings at this point, that if you don't start making a move for somebody, you may not have the opportunity unless you're looking at somebody who is still coaching now. Now, if it's Josh McDaniels, well, there's no rush. But I don't want Josh McDaniels because I look at the Bill Belichick coaching tree, which Jason Garrett technically is part of because he was under Nick Saban. And Nick Saban, when he came to Miami, he didn't do much. Urban Meyer, I don't want a college coach. I'm sorry, I just don't want a college coach. Garrett is still awful. He thinks squares fit round holes. Yeah, you're right. I can't dispute that. So, right now it's the dead man walking. If they bring Garrett back, I'm done for real. Garrett is still awful. Please resign him. That must be an Eagle fan. I'm just ready to move on. I'm so ready. We have to. There is no way in hell that we can stick with that guy. I'm sorry. I know that's Jason.
Blame his father. Blame his brother.
I know that's Jerry Jones's stepson, or whatever you want to call him.
Blame the man's father.
Hold your ears. I got to cut some wood, guys.
We're working with the Dallas Cowboys. That's why I got a job.
So I'm going to have to make a filler piece for that. can't take Garrett anymore. I just can't. I just can't. We can't do this. So this is the dead man walking report while we're at our day job. I just can't. I can't. The only good thing Jerry Jones ever did was hire Jimmy Johnson.
Blame Jimmy Johnson.
Well, he did build a good stadium. You got to say he did build a really nice stadium.
He built a stadium for losers.
Well, but it's still nice inside. Whether it's for the losers.
I'm not a big fan of the stadium.
Okay. Okay, well,
You feel like you're at home, but I don't want to feel like I'm at home when I'm at a stadium. I want to feel like I'm at a stadium.
the stadium is crap.
It's
It's not. Oh no, it's not a home field event. See, that aligns the problem too.
I don't hate the stadium. I don't like that. It doesn't feel like a stadium. You feel like you're at home. I could be at home with that same experience.
Actually, technically, Jason Garrett, I found out, is actually his contract is through the 14th of January. So he would actually have 2 weeks and 2 days. I need that piece right there. So he still technically has.
What they'll do is they'll put him in the office. Ain't gonna buy him. Let's put him in the office.
Could have done a much better job with the stadium. Oh, so what stadium do you deem better? Well, it depends on if you're talking about going and entertaining and having a good time. Well, way too quiet. Well, that here lies the problem for that. The problem is there's like 5,000 TVs in there that you can end up being anywhere but in the stadium, which is great for entertaining. You have all kinds of parties on there, but when you're talking about getting crowd noise, yeah. Now, I didn't say anything about home field advantage. I'm not talking about that, but I can say that if you want to go watch a game, great sight lines, that TV, that's incredible. Now, if you're talking about a home field advantage, you're talking about something totally different. And see, when you're talking about like a team, say like the Raiders, the only thing you're gonna do there is watch football and watch your back.
Well, not next season. Next season gonna be gambling too.
You know, but here's the thing. Apparently, people do care about the experience because everybody goes there. If you are a fan of another team and you go to one away game, you want to go to Dallas. So if you're talking about making money, Jerry Jones is doing it. Is it also the 4-time Garrett is an 8-8? Yeah. He listen, there's only one other coach that has more 8-8 seasons. That's Jeff Fisher. We support release Richard. Okay.
Richard needs at least one more year.
Well, you can't. Okay, Richard. Okay, let's be clear here.
No, have him.
Chris Richard is only the passing. He's not. It's not.
Let him be
that he was defensive
for 1 year.
Okay, and I'll give you an example because we want to kill Rod Martinelli now, but Rod Martinelli was the defensive line coach when we had Monty Kiffin, which had the historically worst defense in the NFL. Now, you can look at this year and say it's a collapse, but you looked at where we went from worse all the way into a top 10 defense. That was a guy who came from a losing defense. And you can look and say that, damn, I'm having a brain fart. The Rams coach and the 49ers coach. Both of them came from the Redskins, losing organizations as offensive coordinators. And both of them are in the playoffs right now. I'm sorry, the Rams are. But one was in the Super Bowl last year. So you can't go by what happened in 1 year when you weren't the guy. And Chris Richard was not the guy. It was still running the Tampa 2 defense. He was off, yeah. That's a who said to hire Jeff? I didn't say hire Jeff Fisher. I said there's only one other person that has or more 500 seasons than Jason Garrett, and that's Jeff Fisher. Oh, I do not want Jeff Fisher. Oh, hell no. I need to go to the bank. I'm gonna go Home Depot and get one of those gates. And I'm gonna
Why you
go
gonna
over.
close the door?
Huh?
Why you gonna close the door?
I'll just get the gates. That way you can take it out there. And that'll take care of it.
I got that too for the dog if you want.
Well, of course. Marnelli, I think, will retire.
Well, he needs to. He's old.
Please don't give me a heart attack. Jason Garrett is gone. We all hope that Jason Garrett is gone.
Jason Garrett's going into the office. He ain't going nowhere.
Right. It's Rod Marnelli's defense, not Chris Richard's.
At least give him one more year.
Yeah, Ron Rivera gone. He's a taken man. It's amazing that he took that job that quickly.
Well, that's because he probably has more control. They might give him control of the team. You don't know what they gave him to take that job.
Well, believe me.
Dallas won't let him.
Elliot Prescott. I am too, because here's an interesting thing. There's so many things that we still don't have a clue. Are we a passing team now, or are we a running team?
It's whatever Tony Romo was.
Well,
that's what
we got all these people that are like, if we had a better quarterback, because see, this is the argument now. E2 Blue, I'm gonna throw your ass under the bus, okay? Because E2 was last night. We need Des Bryant back. It's like, wait a minute, hold it. The top 5 passing quarterbacks in the NFL were all in the playoffs. It's about being balanced and having a team collectively. Right now, if our receivers hold on to the ball just a few more catches, all of a sudden we're doing even better. But what we need to be able to do is be able to run the ball, which we're able to do when we do things that are play action wise. We don't need Des Bryant in here, who is years out of being a player. We had Jason Witten years out of being a player. I mean, he did all right, but Des Bryant has not been healthy since 2014. That'll be 6 years ago. And so 2015, injured. 2016, injured. 2017, bad year. So people in their mind keep thinking, oh, Des Bryant's the answer. Des Bryant's not the answer. Des Bryant's just going to be another distraction on the team. What needs to happen is to be able to put ourselves in better positions to win. You got Tony Pollard, who's actually a decent running back. You've got Zeke Elliott, who is a great running back. But if you always run him straight up the middle without example, perfect example. When teams line up against our defense and run the ball with the quarterback under center, which is typically a running formation, we give up 3.9 yards a carry. Not bad. But when teams run out of the shotgun, you give up 5.3. A yard and a half because you're thinking pass and it's a run. And the same thing happens with our offense. If you get people thinking the run because you're lining up in a running formation and you end up passing out of it, we average 8.3 yards every time. Every time. But yet you get into the big games and you don't use that. Tired of people not blaming the proper person. Who's the person not to blame? Because I tell you what, if it weren't for a blocked punt, you beat New England. That wasn't Tom Brady that beat you. Tom Brady's numbers were pedestrian. It's flat out. Some of those, I give you another one. Minnesota, hold on. Minnesota, had we made the field goal earlier that was missed, all you needed was a field goal to win the game then. So even if we had poor play calling, poor play calling there down the end where our quarterback threw for 400 plus yards, and Zeke Elliott ran the ball, and you run out some of the clock, you kick a field goal, you win. So you who are you blaming? I mean, it's Jerry Jones for leaving Jason Garrett there, thinking that we're going to get a different result. This is the same shit that has happened with the Dallas Cowboys forever. I got to go take a measurement real quick. I'll be right back. Keep that same intensity, Mike. Keep them entertained.
Mouth-watering acts like the 3 bold flavors of the double stack taco. A taco so melty, yet crunchy. It's a show like you've never tasted before. All for just $1 each. The $1 double stack tacos on the Caribbean's value menu. Value that never ceases to amaze.
The world's newest ocean cruise line is yet again a world's best. Viking's elegant ships deliver a superb, inclusive experience with enriching shore excursions, alternative dining, all-veranda staterooms, Wi-Fi, and much more. We're very proud to have been named a world's best 4 years in a row by Traveling Leisure readers. Learn more at vikingcruises.com.
Stand up if you are first-generation college student. Stand up if you're a mother. If you are actively deployed, a veteran, or you're in a military family, please stand. The world in which we live equally distributes talent, but it doesn't equally distribute opportunity, and paths are not always the same. I will tell you this, Southern New Hampshire University can change the whole trajectory of your life. The #1 comedy in the world. It's the one movie with something for everyone, even my parents. It's an absolute joyride for the whole family. Are you brothers? Yes, we are them. It is we, us, the brothers. We have different mothers. Charge the maximum originality.
See, this is us expecting to have a different result with the same thing. We keep figuring. I know there's a lot of people that want to look and say, it's the quarterback sucks. It's Dak Prescott. It's so funny because I hear people say, if we only had Tom Brady, we'd be in the Super Bowl. Or if Tony Romo was back, we'd be in it. Guys, let that Tony Romo thing go. It wasn't Tony Romo. Tony Romo's not going to be head coach. Let's be real here. When you run, I'm going to tell you, you could have taken Drew Brees and put him in our system right here, and he still wouldn't have done much better than what we did right now. Honestly. Let's be real here. You end up moving the ball better than most teams, but your defense couldn't stop anybody. Your special teams put you in holes. Yeah, Ron Rivera is gone. He's gone to Washington. So if Ron Rivera was one of the guys, we lost out to the Redskins on that one. So that sucks. These, you can go ahead and put the holes in it to screw together. These I'm going to have to cut at an angle when you come back. I would so like to be a fly on the wall with the meeting. I don't want Riley. I don't want a college coach. I don't want him. I don't want Urban Meyer. Lincoln Riley, you got Jason Garrett as far as playoffs come. I wouldn't mind Mike Holmgren for the offensive side of the ball, but, well, And then you elevate Chris Richard, I think, for the defensive coordinator, and you give him a year and see what he does with it. What do I do for a job? I do woodworking, custom cabinetry, home improvements, bathroom remodeling, kitchen remodeling. I'm hoping to get back down and start building another new house for affordable housing in the country this year. I am actually recommitted. Oh my God, that's a Jason Garrett thing. No, but I'm actually excited. Well, you're gonna have to give up draft picks to get Sean Payton. You think about how many picks that they gave up for John Gruden. You'd have to give up like 3 number ones to get him. Mike McCarthy wouldn't be bad. I wanted Ron Rivera myself, personally. I wouldn't mind seeing if we could coax Jim Harbaugh out of the college ranks. Thanks, Jerry. Yeah, I agree with that. Aikman says Dak is the man. You know what? Whether you like Dak or not, you have to admit that Dak Prescott did a lot of things that he did not do last year. And here's the funny thing. Here is truly the funny thing. The oxymoron, I could say. When we were dinking and dunking, as they say, oh my God, they're just dinking and dunking. You have to understand that that was actually good for us for a couple of reasons. You know, people kept saying, well, Dak can't throw deep. Well, he's got one of the longest pass completion percentages in the NFL. But here's the thing. Our offense, when it was dinking and dunking and running Zeke, it ate up a lot of clock. It kept the ball out of the other team's hands. It helped to keep your defense fresh and keep them in pass rushing mode. We started scoring really quick this year, and our defense ended up being out there a lot longer, and we did not have the horses to be able to go against teams that could run the ball against us. That's the problem. You know, everybody keeps saying, well, it's Dak. Dak can't win. Dak's got a 500. Well, Dak's not playing defense. Dak's not playing special teams. Losing Leighton Vander Esch hurt, and Jalen Smith at times looked completely lost out there. We had a lot of problems. Hold, let me cut some more boards. So, here's what I'm going to do. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. Day after's New Year's Day. I'm going to be doing some things differently. Trying to get a different result. So a lot of people are like, man, the season's over, you're going to stop. Well, I'm going to stop doing as much just straight cowboy stuff because we don't have as much stuff that we want to talk about. But I'm going to get my fat ass back in shape. I'm going to start doing my keto again because I put on my football weight. And it's time to get that football weight off. And I'm going to be redoing the set a bit to make some changes on there. Dak no more than Wentz, who's overpaid. Oh, but now everybody is on Carson Wentz's jock. He's Joe Montana now. Urban Meyer. Yeah, we can do some keto mukbang. We're definitely going to be doing some stuff to keep you guys interested. We're going to be working on my other channel here, which will be the woodworking. How will Stephen Jones be different from Jerry? That's a good question. At least we have our quarterback for the future. Maybe. I've heard some people say that who they really want to have is Stephen Jones' son to be eventually the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. Breaking news, I think Jason Garrett will be fired. Press conference at 1 to inform us that they're moving on. Wow. At least we didn't take, yeah. Could you imagine if we had taken Johnny football? So what time is it now? It is 11 o'clock. So Dak needs to go. Screw you, Steven. There's nothing wrong with Dak Prescott. Guy has over 15,000 yards in 3 seasons, 97 touchdown passes in 4 seasons, 97 to go along with 20-some rushing TDs. Man, get the hell out of here. Some of y'all are just stupid. Q, noon, wait a minute, noon your time. What time are you in, Q? Is it 1 o'clock Central or 12 o'clock Central? Because I want to make sure that I'm watching that one. He's a gentleman, Dak. I love Dak. People always... I want a... You know what? The one thing I'm going to tell you the Cowboys have not done since the 90s, that it's time to go ahead and try, and that is to get a beast defensive tackle. I'm sick and tired of getting all these lightweight defensive players and everything else. Give me an old school guy who can just stuff the middle. That's what I want. You get that defense will be a hell of a lot better because teams learn the Cowboys are soft in the middle.
Has 8 receptions for 130.
You're not a Cowboys fan. You're a Dak fan. Shake Smith.
75-yard, 13-play winning drive in Foxborough.
Dak Prescott, whoever you are, troll. I have been a Dallas Cowboy fan since the day I was born. And guess what? When Tony Romo was our quarterback, I ended up rooting for him just as much and also dispelling all of the untruths about him. So if you don't like that, take your happy ass out of here.
In the Super Bowl, when it took the most clutch play anyone's ever seen in the history of football on the other side of the ball with Eli Manning.
He only threw 11 interceptions on the season. So when you look at Tony Romo's 4,903 yards, which Dak was only 1 behind, he threw 19. So let's go ahead and go with that. And I don't know, Big Bird, I believe your quarterback has had about 46 fumbles in his career. 46. And I believe if I, hold up. Wait a minute. Actually, I'm going to take you guys, let's go on inside here. Because as we're talking right now, you fools, and I mean fools, that are talking about how many interceptions he's got. How many interceptions? Yeah, okay. Let's get the real numbers here. Let me go to my computer here real quick. Jackass. Let's pull up Carson Wentz stats. Okay. So Carson Wentz's career, he's got a 63.8 completion percentage, has 14,191 yards, 6.9 yard average, 97 TDs, and 35 interceptions to go with 46 fumbles. Let's go with Dak Prescott. Let's see. Pro Football Reference. Let's see. Dak Prescott. It's got 65.8. So we're talking 2.5 percentage better in completion percentage. Has 15,778 yards with a 7.6 yard average. And for those of you who don't understand that, that means for every time Dak Prescott threw the ball down the field, he was throwing it a yard farther than Carson Wentz, which is actually a little more dangerous. And lo and behold, Dak Prescott has 97 touchdown passes, the exact same number that Carson Wentz has. Wow. Interceptions-wise, Dak has got 36, which is, let me see, how many was Carson Wentz? Was he 37? Dak has one more interception than Carson Wentz, and he played in more games. But we'll also throw in there All of those fumbles. And I'm not even mentioning the 20-plus touchdowns that he's run. So, dude, get out of here, man. Damn trolls. And just to be clear, we have the Eagles and the Cowboys of the last 2 seasons. We have exactly the same record. Exactly the same. Shall I go on? And this is Carson Wentz's first playoff game. Who is the real coach? Dak is at the house, you hater. The Eagles are one and done, between a rock and a hard place. Can we get some foundation? Yeah, that's what we really need. I wonder if you always have an end of season meeting, if that Jason Garrett had one. With the team. I'm trying to find out where somebody said there was a press. I'm trying to see what time the press conference is scheduled.
Well, this team meeting is at 12.
12 Central?
It's 12. It's at 12 o'clock. Wherever 12 o'clock.
So that's 1 o'clock our
They
time.
said they're going to have the meeting with Jason Garrett right after that.
After the press conference?
They said after the team meeting. What they said on ESPN.
Okay, I'm still confused.
They're going to have the team meeting at 12, and then we're going to talk to Jason Garrett. The Jones are going to talk with Jason Garrett after the team meeting.
Okay.
Is what they said on ESPN.
So anything's possible.
I
I ain't mad at you know what? Jason Garrett got plenty of money. What did he get? $30 million from the Cowboys? He ain't broke. And he'll probably get another job. So I ain't feeling bad for him.
He'll get a job with the Dallas Cowboys. He just won't be as head coach.
We need to process Jason Garrett out of here. He stole $30 million. Might come back for 1 year. No. I can't believe Ron Rivera would just take that Redskin thing that quick.
Are they giving him full reign?
Yeah, believe me, we got plenty of. We're going to be right now. We got to deal with coaches because the coaching style is also going to determine who's going to be brought back as far as free agency goes. If they end up changing the defensive philosophy, well, you're going to end up getting different people. So you may end up letting what?
First we feast. That's the one where the guy does the chicken wings, and he does different degrees of hotness.
Okay.
So I guess Skip and Shannon Sharp's on that show. It's kind of like what you were talking about.
What do you mean? That's what I was talking about.
You said the wing challenge. This is what this guy does on his YouTube
Okay.
channel. He interviews people and they eat hot wings.
Jason Garrett deserves.
That's what they do. And he has 7 million.
Your boy Dak had 2 double-digit interception seasons. Yeah. And guess what? Your quarterback has missed 2 seasons. Okay. Your quarterback has the same number of interceptions, and your quarterback has 46 fumbles.
Yeah, but
46 fumbles, dude.
Yeah, but what if they win 2 playoff games with Carson Wentz?
Rule has NFL experience. Michael Anthony Fitness, who do you want for a coach?
I can really care less.
Only because of his rookie year, he had 14. Okay, here we go.
The problem having Dallas is the head coach.
All right, so okay, fine. No, I get you that. He had the 14 his rookie year. Well, how do you explain all the fumbles he's had this year? Explain that one to me.
What was the thing then?
Explain that one to me.
If whoever the head coach is and they don't get, if Jerry Jones still in the ear and wants to say yes man, then it's not going to change. That's why a lot of coaches are probably not to come to Dallas. They know what Jerry Jones is going
Carson Wentz had 44 fumbles in 54 games. So don't come at me about Dak Prescott's interceptions. Fumbles can be worse because generally speaking, you're fumbling behind your line of scrimmage. Every situation is different. That was in December 18. He had 44. Um, I know he had 2 against us. I know I saw him fumble one yesterday. So that's like 47 in 56 games. Come on, man. Come on. He's not missing the playoffs, though. Rashid, he's yours, buddy. Rashid, you can have him.
No. Jason Garrett's not going anywhere. He's going to be in the office. They're not going to let him go.
Hey, Ms. Money,
His dad works.
great. Yeah, Dak was a 4th-round draft pick, and as opposed to Carson Wentz being the 2nd pick overall. And the fact that they're in the same conversation says it all. Great thing. Did I see his tweet? I've seen so many tweets by Des Bryant, it's not even funny. But Des is like, yeah, I told y'all. And you got to look at Cole Beasley, what he said, that he was glad that he was going to Buffalo, where they actually really think about football, and doing stuff. You got to look at this and say, maybe Des Bryant was right. Maybe T.O. was right. Maybe Bryce Butler was right.
Look Cole Beasley is in the playoffs.
Right.
Think about that one.
Well, hell, I mean, okay. Let's be honest here. I don't know what happens on the practice field as far as with Jason Garrett goes or in the locker room. But what I see on the sidelines, you can't look. I don't see Jason Garrett do anything other than look out on the field. And before the game, I see him throwing football passes. So as far as saying, can I do that job? I could do that job. I could do that. I think I can at least say play action pass, naked bootleg, Dak Prescott outside. How about, let's not run on 1st down. Oh, I can say, hey, let's not ice the kicker. Oh, you mean we got a lead at halftime? Okay, how about we hold on to that lead by, let's say, try and run out the clock, How about that instead of passing the ball?
Oh, this is off the chain.
Yeah, well, I'm okay with the Eagle fans believing that Carson Wentz is a great quarterback. Don't change that. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool.
Hey, he has better coaching.
Let the Eagles live in this fantasy world. Let them. Because next year, here's the problem for the Eagles. Their ass is old. Their ass is old players. They've got a lot of contracts, and they got a lot of, they don't have a lot of salary cap space. They're getting later draft picks, and they're going to have a first-place schedule. So, Mark, stay off the weed. Okay. Steffi, amen to that. That wasn't the only game. You could look at the Jets game and say the same thing, that they looked lifeless. Even the Eagle game. I looked at the Eagles. I have to give the Eagles credit because the Eagles came out there. The Eagles wanted that game a hell of a lot more than the Cowboys do.
Of course they did.
Why do I have a bad feeling that Garrett will be back? Oh, yeah, the secondary sure did carry Wentz.
They'll give him a job elsewhere in the company. Jason Garrett only got the job because it was foul.
Jones says that he can't talk for tampering reason. That tells me Riley. Well, Lincoln Riley is now done. Tony Romo for head coach or Troy Aikman. I don't think Troy Aikman, to me, waffles too much, and I don't think that's the guy. Eagles have got one more game than us. Great. They're going to keep the clown boy. Don't say that. Don't say that. Oh, please. Don't even think it. I almost wonder if I should go out and... I'm still confused, Mike. Is it 1 o'clock Eastern or Central?
It says 12 o'clock.
Which would be 1 o'clock here.
I'm I'm assuming it's at 12 o'clock, and right after that, they're having he's having a meeting with the Joneses.
So the press conference is at what? Is that
There is no press conference. They're having the team meeting at 12,
okay?
and then they're having the conversation. Then they're going to meet with the Joneses. That's all I know from ESPN.
Trying to keep up with the Joneses.
That's what they said on ESPN.
Okay, so technically there is no
I have no idea if there is or not. Again,
press conference scheduled right now.
I have no idea if there is or not. So.
Okay.
Going by what ESPN said.
Okay. Let's see. Did Taco finish the season with more sacks? I'm not sure. What did Taco finish with?
There's 5 sacks on the season.
Is that what you ended up with?
He has in less games.
Well, he sat yesterday again. He's been
I'm
inactive.
saying the games they actually played, he got the same amount of sacks in less games. Than DeMarcus Lawrence.
No, yeah, you got 5 sacks, 14 tackles, and 2 forced fumbles. Damn.
But the question is, though, with TJ Watt be as good as he is now? He had 14. What is it? Sacks.
Wow, that's incredible.
14. TJ Watt had 14 sacks.
Taco has got as many sacks as D-Law, 5.
It's because of change.
Enforcement. Wow.
Everybody plays better when they're not with the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow. Let's see. Trying to find out more information.
The St. Louis Cardinals played in St. Louis. Cardinals played in St. Louis.
I still can't find anything about it.
About what?
Well, this was a tweet from the fan that I saw, which was a few minutes ago.
I mean, that's what it's on ESPN.
Jason Garrett says on the fan, Jason Garrett said he expects to sit down with both Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones Monday morning.
Yeah, right.
So right now, Monday morning only has an hour and 35 minutes left to go.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about. That's the same tweet they're talking about on ESPN.
Okay. All right, so it wasn't a press conference was scheduled.
Their report is it'll be right after the team meeting.
At 9:42 a.m. Okay. We'll have a good visit and we'll see what's. Oh whoa! Shit. On the fan, Garrett said he expects to sit down with both Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. We'll have a good visit and we'll see what's next. We'll have a good visit?
I'm telling you, the man's not going anywhere.
We'll have a good visit. At least that's what he's thinking.
Yeah, but still, he's not going anywhere.
Man. So, as we see, here's the thing I look at, man. You know, some of the mistakes and stuff that we have to look at are on Jerry Jones as well, because you can look at the contract situations that definitely hamstrung this team. D-Law's deal, maybe the Cowboys would have been better off not doing a deal with them. I don't know. But they should have at least tried to get it done sooner than later, because that shoulder was never right. He was never right this season. You can look at Zeke Elliott's deal and everything else to go through and say, oh, we're not going to pay him, top dollar, and turn around and pay him top dollar at the end of training camp. You could have gone ahead and said, you know what, let's just get your ass in here. We'll pay you now, and that way you're working out. So you can't look at that and say that didn't stunt him some. And it also, too, the other thing you look at with that is, well, yeah, but see, but here's the thing. Here's the thing about it is, what you're doing is you're setting the tone to all these players. It's like, you know what? I got to go out and get mine. I got mine now. They don't care about winning. They don't care about me. So I'm doing what's best for me. You need to have this as an attitude that, listen, they're going to take care of me. I don't need to worry about it. The only thing I need to focus on is being the best player I can. Hazel Brooks, yeah, that's what we all hope. But Jerry Jones will throw a wrench in this stuff at any point.
No, he'll keep Jason Garrett. I wouldn't be shocked.
Well, you look at I tell you what, you look at like Trey Flowers, you look at Frank Clark, teams that ended up not paying those guys pass rushers, they're in the playoffs. I'm nervous too, man. I'm scared, man.
You should be.
I'm scared. I mean, is this finally going to be the end, or will the nightmare continue? I agree with you. It won't work unless Jerry steps back, and gives more control to the coach.
Jason Garrett's going nowhere.
D Nice, great point. It's not about firing Garrett; it's about who's replacing him. But I will say this much: I believe that having somebody new is going to end up putting everybody on notice that now I've got somebody else I have to impress. Having a different mind there is going to get other teams to hesitate. What are they going to be doing? Jerry could be saved. Oh my God. I said that. I begged. I did a video. I said, Jerry, for the sake of our season, fire him now. There's no good of this. Oh no, Jason Garrett. We believe he's the right guy to turn us around. Yeah, okay. So much for that, huh? So much for that. But here we are sitting and waiting. So I think what I may need to do, maybe the best thing for me to do, is go out, run my errands, so I'm back here in the man cave. Eddie!
You know what you should do?
I want to talk to you, Eddie. Thank you for the super chat, Eddie.
You know what
What?
you should do downstairs on your clock? That's a good idea.
Count
the
down.
timer up until Jason Garrett's officially made good.
Wait, count how long it takes between now?
Sometime between now and when his contract's officially up.
Oh, well, that's just January 14th. Hopefully it'll be done before then.
Yeah, but you can put up the clock and put it up on the clock.
Yeah, Eddie, you trying to get hurt, aren't you?
And do a watch. You can do a watch.
Stop worrying, Mark. Garrett will be gone after the meeting. Calm down, brother.
I doubt it.
You know what?
I doubt it.
You know how many times? How were the meatballs? They're still good. You know how many times that we thought that Jason Garrett? Oh man, Cowboys are terrible. 8-8, 8-8,
I'm telling
8-8.
you, he's gonna go into the office. They're not gonna let him go. His dad was.
They're
there.
going to give Jason Garrett a 1 year to prove it extension.
He'll be in the office, behind the scenes.
Urban Meyer, fingers crossed. Will the Cowboys struggle next year under a new coach? You know what? Here's actually how you have to look at it. If it's typical, the first year isn't always the best year because you're now changing systems. When you look at 26 free agents, you're going to have to be bringing in a lot of people that may change in your system. YouTube didn't notify you that I was live, Rip? I don't know why. I think everybody's just geeked up about the idea of having somebody new. Well, there's apparently a team meeting today.
And then
they're meeting with Jason Garrett and
the
Joneses, and I'm probably will figure there will probably be a press conference later today. The president is gone. Michael Irvin is not being the head coach. Our core is under contract.
Michael Irvin does not want to coach. He's happy doing what he's doing now.
I don't know. Wait. Plug and play players. Okay, we've got Joe Looney. We got Randall Cobb. We got Amari Cooper. We got Dak Prescott. We got Alawalu. We have Antoine Woods. We have Anthony Brown. We got, who else we got? Jeff Heath.
And Anthony Brown.
Joe Thomas. We've got a lot of guys that are more than just plug and play. Cam Fleming. I want to say Xavier Salafilo. Put 50 on it, Mark. Bring in Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley, he's another one of those guys that he's a regular season guy but can't win in the playoffs. Shut up, Mark. Okay. Tell Michael Anthony to keep the same energy when Jason Garrett is gone today.
He's not going anywhere.
Mike McCarthy has a whole new coaching staff ready. He's going to give him one more year. We love you, Mark. Urban Meyer's like Saban in the NFL. Mike Tomlin, they ain't going to let him go.
After what he did with the Steelers, they ain't going to let him go.
Jerry has to have a sacrificial guy to blame everything on, so that's Jason Garrett.
No,
Garrett heading to the Giants. I vote Troy Aikman. I'd sign Dak and Amari. Cap is going up. Who won the NFC East last year? Dallas Cowboys, back and forth. It shouldn't be a damn meeting. You know, they didn't meet with Tom Landry.
He needed to be fired, but not the way that he was fired.
They didn't meet with Tom Landry.
He needed to go. But
well, technically, his contract goes until January 14th. So they could just say, we're just not going to renew your contract, and there's no work for you to do for the next 2 weeks, so we'll pay you through there.
Or they'll put him in the office. There you go.
Deion Sanders for head coach. I just love how people just pick names out. Deion Sanders never coached anybody in his life.
Why would Deion Sanders want to be a coach to begin with?
Wentz is greater than Dak.
Maybe this season.
They split the games.
Yeah, but who's in the playoffs? Who has better coaching this season?
But that's not because of Carson Wentz. He got better coaching because the team is better because they have better coaching. This is the most disappointing season in your life, and you're 27?
No, disappointing. You should be used to it by now.
Stop kidding ourselves. Jason Garrett's going to be gone.
No, he's going to be staying.
You believe Chris Richard's not going to be the next head coach.
He'll be defensive coordinator. I think that's where he belongs, defensive
Jerry
coordinator.
Jones is a real coach. Wow, I'm way behind on these. Ooh, sorry. I love how people, well, why not get Tony Romo to be offensive coordinator? Why would Tony Romo want to be offensive coordinator? Sorry.
He has a cushion. He has an easy job.
He does not. That would be a pay cut, and that would be working in the off season. Sorry, it's not going to happen.
But, Is he calling the Super Bowl again this year?
Don't think so. Eagles are trash. We got
the best part of
got
the
luck.
Super Bowl.
We had a horrible season. Yeah, James Cooper, we are definitely overrated. Jerry Jones won't fire Jason Garrett. He will just give him another contract. Oh, damn. I'm supposed to go to a party tonight. Starts at 6, so we better be done by engagement party. And this is Jason Garrett getting fired. Oh, okay.
You might miss your show.
Yeah, that's right. You know, it's in Alexandria, so that's not too far away. It may be a little late, but we're going to have it. Rex can, oh my God, Rex, hell no. Thank you, C-Lock. Just because a person was a good player does not mean they're going to be a great coach.
Well, Jason Garrett wasn't a good player. He's had that one Thanksgiving.
How about them Cowboys? Jason Garrett will definitely be moved to the front office. Jaden Witten
I'm
for
cool
the coach.
with that.
We need Mark Holmes for Dallas Cowboy Radio. Tony probably wouldn't want to be coordinator. I mean, I wouldn't want. Listen, I'm getting paid a boatload of money. I can golf and go to tournaments and everything else. Live the dream. Nobody hates me. We know how Cowboy fans are. They hate everybody.
So they're going to turn on Jason Witten.
Greg Roman, Baltimore offensive coordinator. He's got great experience in 22 years in the NFL. I don't think Aikman would be a good coach. Aikman's an ass.
Yeah.
Although he would definitely keep people put a foot in
I
people's
think he'd
ass.
be a good GM for a team, but not for Dallas.
I agree with you. Tony Romo doesn't have anything to do with the team. I'll take the Seahawks. Reports in Dallas that Jones to inform Garrett his services are no longer needed. Yeah, that should have that should happen 6 years ago. Jason Garrett's not getting fired. What is Jerry Jones waiting for? It's Black Monday. I can't take Jason Garrett for another year. Let's watch Baltimore. They can learn from them. Okay. We're going to go for 4 more minutes, and I'm going to go take care of some business and get back for the rest of the stuff. If you ask yourself that, you don't know. We need a roster overhaul. I don't know about a roster overhaul. We need some changes in some places. But see, you've got core people that are good that if you have the right coach that can make them win. I think we need to heavy up the defensive line. Jacob Ellis, thank you very much for that super chat. He's got to be going. Well, I have a meeting because he's like family. I don't know that Romo's laughing right now. He might be crying and saying, why didn't they do this when I was still there and able to play? Maybe if I'd had a decent coach, that maybe I could have gotten a Super Bowl ring.
They had one, but they let him go to see. They let him go to New Orleans.
Yeah, Atlanta said they're holding on to Quinn.
Oh, New Orleans.
Who else is out there? Don't be surprised if Jimmy Johnson returns. Jimmy Johnson's been away from coaching for too long.
And they're still implementing what Jimmy Johnson's doing. And it's not working.
Kellen Moore is your next head coach? Don't think so.
I could see that happening. That's what happened. But that's what happened with
Jason Witten is your next
Garrett.
coach.
Well, Jason Witten is one of the people that we're talking to. I'd rather see him coaching than
you
playing.
said it best. Jason Garrett is the best a little league coach. Needs somebody that's creativity and yeah, I agree with you on that.
Hopefully, Jason Witten's that guy.
Smash like, hey Jet dude, how you doing today, man?
Hopefully, Jason Witten
need a new quarterback. Here we go. If Kellen Moore's our head coach, I'm taking a year off. I just can't. Witten, a tight end coach, lead to linebacker coach. Bill Callahan, no. How you doing this morning, Justin? Tony Dungy ain't coming here for this. We got to stop with this whole thing. Everybody always thinks that, let's go back to our past. Well, let's get Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson's coach for what, 15 years now? I mean, let's be honest here. It's too much time. What? I don't know who the heck you are, dude. Talking about 2008 election. What the? Jimmy would stroke us out. Yes, Bill Callahan, our line again, please. He ain't coming back here. Romo ain't. Oh God, please stop with the Romo for head coach. He's not coming in. They're meeting today. How you doing, Bob Money? This year has been exhausting. I agree with you on that. Kyle Forbath, that's about the only positive we really got. Yay, we finally got a kicker. If we had a kicker sooner, maybe we would have won some of these. I don't think Bill Callahan wants to come back to be offensive line coach. Q, what's going on? Trying to think when I sent yours. You should get it today, because all the ones you donated to the if you donated to Justin, all of those shot glasses went out on Thursday, and I think they're all supposed to be delivered by today.
Except maybe the one in Canada.
Randy Gregory, forget Randy Gregory. He must be high someplace. Cleveland's talking to Matt Rule right now. Lincoln Riley. No, thank you. Eagles will get smashed. No, we need all new coaches. We keep Robert Quinn. Romo will be Garrett again, not a strong leader. Hazel, I agree with you. Problems come from Jerry Jones. Well, if he gives Jason Garrett a huge contract, I can guarantee you that's going to be a lot of people that won't watch, including me.
I can go drive.
I wouldn't mind Mike Holmgren. I think that's one of those things that, you get coaches fatigue. I'm really kind of hungry. You know that? We get rid of Garrett. Do I think he can beat us? Who cares? Right now, let's just focus on if he's going to go. With that Giant team, I don't think so. Des Bryant for head coach. Oh, my God. My head hurts.
Des Bryant's done with football.
No, if somebody wants him for the head coach. You got yours today? Yeah, you need your shot glass. Everybody's got the shot glass. Let's go ahead and have a drink this afternoon to say, hey, Jason Garrett's gone if he's gone.
Hey, Jason Garrett is still head coach. Yay. He's not
Do that again?
Yay, Jason Garrett's still head coach.
Why are you saying yay? You want him to be that? He's about to get disowned.
I'm just going with
He about to get disowned. Yay, Jason Garrett's still the coach. What?
He is until they officially fire him.
Well, there ain't no yay to that. It's like, boo, he's still the coach.
You expect that from Dallas Cowboys. You gotta expect that from Dallas
I
Cowboys.
say Garrett can beat us if he leaves it. That's one of those things that's always funny. We have to hold on to DeMarcus Lawrence because he might go somewhere else and he might win a ring or he might beat us. That's the kind of mentality that's kept us screwed up. People, if we let go of Jason Garrett, he might beat us, so we better hold on to him. Oh, my God. Really? Really? So let's hold on to him and not ever win anything? Let's go ahead and waste some more players' careers? Let him go. He's a sorry-ass coach, okay? And if he goes to the Giants, he's going to a team that the cupboards are bare. They ain't got shit.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about what Jason Garrett might do somewhere else. I'm worried about what this team's going to do on their own.
You might go to New York Giants and win some games.
I would actually consider hanging it up if Garrett is kept. I mean, seriously, I can't. I don't know that I can go through another season of clapping and that shit-eating grin. I mean, how the hell can you end the season yesterday? How can you end that season in your press conference after the game? I'm so proud of our guys. We had a great practice on Christmas Day. Probably one of the best practices we ever had. We watched the sun going down. It was getting dark out there. And it was just like when we were kids. Next touchdown wins. What? It's like, what? What? You're smiling? You're reminiscing about practice? Not a game, not an A&M. He's talking about practice.
Oh, my legs.
That showed you that I honestly felt like when we played Little League football and we weren't real good. But the coach came through. Hey, I'm proud of you guys, man. You guys made this season so much fun. We went out there. We worked together like men. It's not how you win. It's not a matter if you win the game. It's how you play the game. And you guys played so well. I'm proud of you guys. It was so much fun, those twilight practices, and we're just throwing the ball. I understand you guys were dropping the ball all the time. I know we didn't win any games, but you know what? Here's your participation trophy, Johnny. Johnny, you did great, man, in those 3 plays that you played. I'm so proud of you. Come on, man. That's what we got. That's what we got. Listen, I can't talk about who the next coach is going to be until I'm sure we're going to get rid of this one. Anthony, thank you very much for that super chat, man. Should have bet. Really? You about stupid as hell if you think I'm gonna get on the knee for a racist ass Giant fan. Come on, man. Seriously. Seriously. I don't get on the knee for anybody other than my wife. Thank you very much. You want to get on the... Why don't you get on the damn knee to that guy? How about that? How about that? You get your ass on your knee and beg a damn Giant fan. How about that, jackass? Bend the knee. See, y'all gonna make me lose my religion. Freddie Kitchen will be the next head coach. Pop Warner equals Jason Garrett. Can we pay Dak and Coop? Our team is so dysfunctional, it's not even funny. I agree. Jason Garrett is not the only problem. But if we can take care of any problems, let's start there, okay? Garrett to move to Philly. Uh-oh, battery power's getting low. Uh-oh. You don't have any religion. Yeah, you're right, because I've been listening to all these daggone trolls. They made me lose my religion. Ross Johnson, welcome to the Jobu membership, man. Appreciate that. Part of the Mojo crew. I don't think that Dak's going to sign until he figures out who's going to be the next head coach. How about that?
We'll go somewhere else and win a ring in a couple of years.
How am I doing, Mark? Hoping and praying that Jason Garrett is done. Hang on a second here. I'm going to get something to nibble on. Oh. My last bit before we go on keto. On keto. So this would be keto.
I like him.
You guys still there? Hold up. Where's my battery charger?
I like him. Oh.
Hold up, I gotta get my backup battery. Who was that? What was calling? Hold up. Erwin, she's asking me what price. Okay. My head coach is buzzing back. Okay. I think that was somebody calling. It might have been my wife. I don't know. Everybody's putting the blame on Jason Garrett. Oh my God. How can you think Jason? Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think Jerry Jones told him to ice his own kicker? Do you think Jerry Jones told him to continue throwing against the Lions twice and let Bobby Carpenter get 2 pick sixes and lose the game? Do you think Jerry Jones told him to keep passing against Matt Flynn's Green Bay Packers? Johnny Utah, you have a feeling that he's going to bring back? I want a professional coach, somebody that at least has been there. I want somebody who's got NFL experience and a mind. Herm Edwards is not going to come here. So I'm going to eat some meatballs from yesterday. Actually, this is not a bad way to get back into keto. This is actually a keto meal. They're supposed to be meeting today.
Yeah, after the team meeting.
After the team meeting. I get what you're saying. I want Jason Garrett home as well. But these players, see, you have to get a coach that's going to motivate these guys, and I don't think Jason Garrett's doing that. I don't think Troy Aikman will be a good head coach. I don't need to hire somebody who's got no experience. Not home, gone. If the Cowboys don't franchise tag him come March, I think 13th or 14th, he's a free agent. Anybody could sign him. So, yeah. I was till I got off my keto diet. I kind of gave up during the football season because of all the football parties and everything else. But come Thursday, back to full keto. Although, this meatball and cheeses, without the bread, this is actually a keto meal. Chiefs offensive coordinator. Mike Irving is head coach. Keto coffee. I still drink my keto coffee. I'll tell you what, after I finish eating this, let's go run our errands and come back. So we were here after the meeting. Jet D, I'm with you on that one. I guess this is a fire Jason Garrett mukbang, huh? It will be Lincoln Riley, Urban Meyer, or Mike McCarthy. Schottenheimer from the Seahawks. Don't feel discouraged. Think that maybe we're gonna have a new beginning. Yeah, cheese. What's so funny, Mike? Bye, Martinelli. Hello, Vrabels. Okay. I mean, Cooper Rush is our backup quarterback. Yeah. It was funny how yesterday, how many people were screaming for the Cowboys to put Cooper Rush in. Dak sucks. Dak's not doing anything. Put Cooper Rush in. He can't throw. He throws 4 TDs and 300 yards with a hurt shoulder. And he trucks a guy.
No, he steps on him, the guy with the bad shoulder. Oh, he's probably sore this morning.
He got all off season to it. We don't want him. 8-8. Yep. We're 8-8 again. He's watching some videos. You can see the earbuds in. A bowl of L's. Yeah, you Eagle guys are having fun. Enjoy it, man. Chris Sharp for head coach.
No.
Hayden Fox is the new coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Okay.
Chris Sharp for defensive coordinator.
Dave Hempo is available. Okay. Understand this. A head coach is not the guy that's going to coach all the individual players. He's like the CEO that has an idea and a vision and has people around him to see that vision through. So the question really is if we're just going to hire a new head coach and Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones are going to hire all the assistants, that's a puppet. Sean Lee, well, Jerry Jones has talked about Sean Lee, you got to get more Sean Lee. He's made it through 16 games this season.
Sean Lee's a show himself.
I have no idea what the Cowboys are going to do. If they're going to keep Moore or not. It depends on who they hire as head coach. Jerry's older, next coach will have a ton of control. We'll have to wait and see. Do we really need to let players hold us financially hostage? Okay. Long live Tom Landry. Tom Landry's dead.
Yeah, he died in 99 or 2000.
Mm-hmm. Everybody keeps talking about Des Bryant for head coach. Yeah, because he tweeted out that I could coach. Yeah.
He probably coached better, but he's not good enough for coach. He probably do a better job than Jason Garrett. Doesn't mean they're good enough to be coach.
It's going to be Urban Meyer or Lincoln Riley. Des is probably, well, I can agree with you on that one. Well, I'll tell you what. I've already eaten my meatballs. I need to go out to the store and go to the bank and do some stuff, but I'm going to be back in case there's a press conference. You ready to rock and roll? All right. Bill Collier. I think he's been out for too long. I think it's Urban Myers. I'm going to Dave Campo type coat. We got jokes here today. All right, y'all. I'm going to see you guys a little later. We'll figure out what's what and who's who. You want the Hulk Hogan voice? Brothers, Jerry Jones is going to sit down with Jason Garrett and say, Jason, I love you like a son, brother. I said I love you like a brother. But I just got to make a move. I don't want to put you down, Jason. I still believe in you. If we had just gotten the New York Giants to win and get us in the playoffs, I'm giving you another year. But, son, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. And with that, Jason, bye-bye. And I'll see you guys later.